Name of the track is It Could Happen by Brandon Moeller. Watch it come back around. Here it comes. It's gonna come back around. It's not done yet. Here she comes again, baby. Here she comes again. Bang, bang, ba 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 ba. Sammy coming heavy to the upside. check is this thing on. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live and being here. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for jumping on into the Cryptolifer Show. I'm the Cryptolifer. You are the lifers, and together we make the greatest show on earth. I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at my little bull friend here. He's feeling a little bullish. It's funny, he comes off as blue because he's green, so you can't see him, but look, he's a little bull. Looks like a guy with his hands out, but trust me, he's a little bull. Wonder if I could somehow, no, we can't convey him. He will always be hidden inside the chat as a little bull, but he's a bull. All right, well, maybe we'll take a picture of him and show him you later, but he's a little bull there. Shout out to you. I found a little toy literally as I was doing my hair. It was a kid's toy in the bathroom, and I put it on my finger. I'm still a kid at heart. We have so much to show you on this live. I have a fun-packed plan. First, we have Bitcoin updates. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to go through the wins on Discord. We're going to show you what we made today, what happened, what charts boomed up to the upside, what charts, and what happened. A lot of different things happened. It was pretty interesting. We're going to talk a little more about something else, too. We're going to talk about a bottom signal for Bitcoin that is this close, or maybe about to happen tonight or tomorrow. Something very, very interesting. It's called the bottom before. Will it call the bottom again? We want to show you that as well. Moving forward, we're going to go over the alts. We're going to talk with you about your alts. You're going to tell me the alts you want. We're going to deep dive. We're going to have fun, super chats, and get into it. It's a Saturday night, so you know we have fun. And then we're going to talk about something else, something big. We're also going to talk about what Crypto Love brought to my attention earlier today. So we're going to give you a tiny excerpt, and then you can jump on in and check out Crypto Love as he breaks it down even further. Great 7-minute video on his channel. If you don't know who Crypto Love is, check him out. His name is Randall. He's the man. Okay. And then we're going to go back to some alts, and then we're going to wrap it up for Bitcoin. So that's the show tonight. If you're getting excited, I hope you're as excited as me. I planned this show out. I sat there thinking in my mind what a great show this could be, and it's going to be amazing. So if you will let me get it down and break it down, we are going to do it. Look at DeFi. AAVE up 13%. Steam up to 12.93%. Uni up 10.66%. Sushi up 6%. Ren, TRT, OXT, and a few others. But it's the elephant in the room for Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin right away. We have a bunch of different things to break down for you right here. Right off the bat, I'm seeing the 15-minute is low and oversold. Yet at the same time, we just continuously making higher lows as we're going parallel with the 200-day moving average. I can't tell you how many times in my life I've seen this when I've seen a pattern just like this one here. And lo and behold, the bottom of the channel was going parallel with the what? The 200-day moving average. We're seeing that again right now. It's a pretty big signal. It's quite interesting to me. So put your thumbs up in the comment. Let me know if you think this is hot, because it is. Also, tight moving averages. The last time the moving averages got tight, we had a big move to the upside. Then when they got far apart, the 21 and the 200, we had a bit of an issue. Right now they're tight. Doesn't mean anything. Tight. We could also get a drop to the downside. I want to make that very clear. I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a guy that looks at the patterns day in and day out and just plays them exactly the way I see them. Right now, this pattern has a 68% chance of break to the upside. We also have oversold stochastics on the 15, and we continuously hit the bottom of the trend line, which has been getting respected. Big chance we go all the way to the measured move here at 23,800. There's some pitfalls and things to talk about. We're going to break it down for you as well. Before we do that, we're going to show you the gains and what happened in the trading group. It was pretty outrageous. First of all, talk about yesterday and the teaching we went through. Yesterday was insane. We showed you how we split things into the 15-minute, the 4-hour, the 1-hour, or the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1-hour. And this is DYP right here. DYP. Look what would happen to DYP. Of course, it would bang for a couple gains, baby. And let's see where it is right now. Sitting at 16% gains. We talked about this. We showed you it was tight, likely to break to the upside when things get that tight. And look, Bitcoin is tight like this too. Will it break to the upside? We shall see. We shall see. DYP also forming a bit of a flag right now. And honestly, it's moving as we speak. Speak of the DYP. And don't be thinking about a DP. I know you're thinking about that. That's not right. Get that out of your head. And if you just spit the coffee out of your mouth, we're talking about when you get a double pretzel. You ever have a double pretzel at the fair? Like you're supposed to get one pretzel, but you get like it kind of comes out as two. You have this double pretzel. That's what I thought a DP was. So yeah, just thinking about a double pretzel when you get a double pretzel at the fair. Just it's happened to me a few times. I don't know if it's happened to you. You get this like double pretzel. It's supposed to be one pretzel, but you get two. You ever get a double leg? It happens. I've seen it happen. It's insanity. Anyway, if you're laughing right now, it's not my fault. It's your fault. Don't blame me. Blame the messenger. Don't blame the messenger. Blame the game. I don't know what it is, but shout out to each and every one of you for being here. The measured move of DYP could get you all the way to I can't. Hey. That was my first video I watched as a kid. So, man. No, but I'm talking about a double pretzel, man. I'm dead serious. So, look. This gets up all the way to 9.33%. Get this man a shovel. This goes up to 9.33% gains here for DYP. Interesting enough, off the mood. Already got the gains, but this thing is continuing to the upside. 15-minute has legs. I don't see why this won't blast continuously. Also, this is just something, what a teaching moment we had yesterday to show you the tightness, show you the 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern. We just talked about that with Bitcoin. Now we're looking at it in the 4 hours. So DYP, we showed it to you yesterday. It was posted in the trading group, and it's going up for gains and look like it's going for more as we speak. So it's just something to think about. Also, R, we talked about R in a double bottom, possibly going up 35% gains. We talked about like as well, but if we take a look at R, right, and it was simple. Sometimes it's that simple. It was a double bottom. Could the double bottom break to the upside? It did. It went up for 27% gains. And now, if we take a look at R, it seems to be following a play in Bitcoin's handbook here, and it wants to break to the upside. We're seeing some bullish signs here for a Saturday night, low liquidity. I wouldn't be surprised if they could pump Bitcoin to the upside or the downside. Just be ready. Have a stop loss at any given moment in time. This has a giant move to the upside. So we already hit R for gains, and we clearly showed you how we hit it for gains. Let me just make it clear again. We had the double bottom here, and we put it out here like it was about to blast, and lo and behold, it would blast to the upside. R now forming a bit of a flag here with low stochastics on the 1 hour, MACD turning, falling volume with falling price, and I would even consider this what I would call hidden bullish divergence, because if you swing this to the upside here and you swing that, that's a lot flatter. It is slight. It is, that's hidden bullish divergence, whether you want it to believe it or not. However, we are far away in the moving averages. One more push to the upside, you would probably get some bearish divvy, and that would confirm a somewhat of a pullback. But right now, looking for a possible scalp of the 15, maybe the 1 hour time frame for our whole market's looking pretty nice. We just started at a good time, 8 p.m. Saturday night. Things are starting to kind of shape out and look pretty nice for the market. So we gave you R. We're giving you R again. You never know. You'd have to put this in your own trading style. You'd have to be educated in what technical analysis is. Use some type of system that you've put together. If you haven't, I can teach you a system that I put together, things that I figured out. I can give you a 9-point checklist and some other things to kind of get you started, a PowerPoint. I can get you going with divergences, all right? If you jump on in every single week here on Tuesday, jump on into my class, and this is where I will teach you all the stuff that I'm showing you right here, right now. So get on in, get ready, get excited. This is for $99. No one offers it that least expensive on the market, really, for you to get the education you need, get yourself started. It's also a live class. I love the live connection I get with the people, connecting with the group, connecting with the subscribers. Jump on it for $99. You will absolutely love this beginner's course. It'll blow your mind. I'm telling you right now. Just ask them in the comment right now. Is anyone put in the comment? Let me know what you guys think of the beginner's course. How did it help you? Let's at least read 4 or 5 people might write that have taken the beginner's course. If you're out there, let us know. Did it help you? Did it change? Or am I full of old shoes? Listen to the people. Let's hear what the people have to say. Might be a hater jumping on it, and you never know, but we don't have many of those. There's like one hater out of 1,000. I've had one real hater out of like 30,000. No, really, isn't that crazy? 30,000 followers, I've had one person like act like a troll, you know. Happy Saturday, Sam. Was the beach spectacular? How did you know I was at the beach, man? Could you tell by my face? Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in here and calling yourself crypto lifers and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Crypto lifer, that's cheaper than what the scammer that I talked to today wants. You're funny. I gained 2 inches in the beginner's course. Shout out to Gina Bombina. That's interesting. Beginner 2 inches. 1 inch. Beginner's course first, then join the group. I want to take it again. Shout out to Crypto Rambler. You can take it again. Shout out to my wife. Discounts if you take it again. Life-changing to learn the language of the charts, man. Best thing I ever did was take his class. has changed my life forever. Crypto Savage. Beginner's course is well worth the money. You won't be disappointed. Shout out to Crypto Life Changer. You guys are awesome, man. Gina, you're every time, Gina. I feel like you're in the living room every time. All right, R. So 27% gains coming out of R. Possible scalp, 1 hour and the 15-minute are both oversold. Watch that 4 hour. But R could be doing some more damage. Damage cheese is being served up on the platter. Are you ready for the cheese? Mr. Smurvington, could you do the honors and help me cut the cheese? I didn't mean it like that. Corny, I know. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. R in a flag. We call this flagging. All right, this is a flag. And it's low, it's oversold on the 1 hour and the 15. Simple as that. Doesn't mean anything, but it means something. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean everything, but it means something. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. What a great day, man. I feel amazing. I feel blessed. I feel happy. Bro, stop calling the bottom and try to predict the bottom. I don't try to predict the bottom. That's what you don't get. I've never tried to predict the bottom. What I do is I buy a lot at these areas. I sat there today looking in the woods and I was meditating and I said, everyone wants to call the bottom. And I said, I don't call the bottom. What I do is I have indicators that have basically generally tell me where the vicinity is, and I start buying a lot of Bitcoin in those areas. And then I hold for 4 years. It's quite simple, honestly. But there are some indicators that show you some pretty close ideas of where the bottom could be. And the last times we've looked at them, we've called tops, and they were correct. I wasn't really out there in the market of doing what I'm doing. But if anyone's going to find it, it's going to be me. And we're going to find it live on the channel. I say that because we never take a day off. So because the stream never takes a day off, one day we're going to live stream. We're going to be like, here's a double bottom on the 15. And that's lo and behold going to be the bottom. And we're probably going to call, I'll say, hey, there's a 68% chance of a break to the upside. Let's play this long. And lo and behold, some of you, me, whoever knows it's going to be, but there's a high probability we're going to actually call the bottom. We're not going to say this is the bottom right here. I've already come out and said that I'm buying as if the bottom was in already. So if you're having bottom as if the bottom was in, you missed 17, 18, 19K, I don't know what to say. Again, we could go right to 10K right now in my face. Anything could happen. And I said, if that happens, I'm going to keep $50,000. Literally, I'm going to buy 5 Bitcoins around $10,000. I might buy it live. You never know. Probably will. I don't want to be rude though, but there's a chance though that I make a big buy live when that happens, So we don't come to your house and tell you where to go. Come to my living room, throw orders, man. Send your super chats for a deep dive of your favorite coin. Shout out to Dustin Cava, Stack McChange, Gina Bombina, Adingo ate my Satoshi, East Jordan, Zero Allegiance, and all my beautiful Kelder Ronster, and all my beautiful moderators up in the house, the Blue Crew. Don't get caught up by the Blue Crew. They'll surround you. Shout out to Crypto Cash in the game as well. He's another blue agent in the house. Shout out to Project Blue Book, if you know what I'm talking about. Oops, probably shouldn't. Anyway, so R on my radar. Let's move on. And so we hit DYP. We hit R for gains. All right. What else did we do? TCP earlier today, was looking pretty scrumptious to me. The crypto prophecies, and had a bit of a prophecy that crypto prophecy was going to break to the upside. Lo and behold, it did. Look what it did. And let's do that before and after. I love them. They make me happy. Let's do them again. Voice changes when I'm happy. As you can tell, I'm happy about the move. So I'm excited. So my voice gets low. All right, let's take the look. Here's the 15 here. Then I can place it right there where my finger is. And look, you go back and forth. You go, here's your before. Of course, I closed it. TCP, hold up. I got it for you. TCP, baby. It was getting tight. Tight like a toiga. Tight like a toiga, baby. Tight like a toiga, yeah. So here it is. Here's your before. Right? Likely to break to the upside, measured move. Here's your after. Bang. go up even more than the measured move. 41% gains for TCP, the crypto prophecies. Yes, you must take your gains. Yes, you must have a limit order. Came back down, bouncing. This is what happens to these little tiny coins with small market caps. They get moved and swung around. But look at the crypto prophecies banging on you for gains. And you can see your before and after yet again. Bang, bang, bang. That's the third one. This is all in the last overnight and into today. Okay. Like, we posted this just the other day at, let's see, in my gains here, in my trading group here. Posted like on July 8th at 8 a.m. Why did I post like? Let's talk about it. Let's break it down because it's a teaching moment here. All right. And this is what got posted in the trading group. All right. You would have seen these. And because, look, it came to the 886 retracement. I went all the way up there. And you had to say, hey, man, that's a big retracement. Tight moving averages, 21 crosses every moving average. Specifically the 200. You're about to get a golden cross too, the 50 about to cross. And you had this, like, you know, nice curve here. These curves are amazing. Falling volume with falling price told me that the sellers were falling off. And lo and behold, like would bang on you for 86% in total. Still doing well as we speak. Like for massive gains, 86.7% gains. Had you been in the trading group, you would have seen these things. You would have learned what a Fibonacci retracement is. And it's not a, this isn't a signals group. It may look like, oh, it was a setup that we posted and then it played out. We post high probability ideas based on the teaching that we do, so you can learn the educated moves and see how it played out. Oh, wow. How can you educate yourself if you can't backtest? How can you backtest if you're not given examples? So we give you examples to watch them play out, then you can backtest them and then recreate these yourself, begin to learn how to fish, get yourself going. Again, earlier this morning, I'm just doing what I do. I'm staring at the charts and I find this. I find a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. I see this cup and handle. I say this is likely to break out, possible 14% gains out of what's called JAR, right? Didn't really know much about the coin. Lo and behold, boom, before and after, JAR would go up 14%, a little under 14, but about 12% gains. JAR, banging on them to the upside as well. So just to go over the Discord stuff, as we get back into Bitcoin, bang, 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 bang. All right, let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about the ranges. Let's talk about the areas. Let's talk about our support or resistance. Let's talk about our points of control, our volume range. Let's break it down. All right. So, of course, we have a big resistance here because that's where our last little node hit and a wick hit. 23,500. Would love to get above that. That would be awesome. So right off the bat, that's our high range area here. Okay. High range area. Now, yes, we did break out. In my mind, it's nice to say that we broke this trend line here. And I'm including that. But I'm open-minded to believe we're in a bigger channel. And if we don't break above this previous resistance here, I'll grab another node, you know, why not? Apple C, Apple V it. But if we don't break, yes, I did it. But if you don't break above this area here, all right, and Apple C, Apple V that, swing that over, grab the blue, and that's how you grab a channel, label the area, and get yourself cooking without having to be, you know, get it going fast. 22,371 is the resistance point. Okay, you can see it's 23K, a little higher if we want to go up a little more. Let's go right to that area on the wick. And let's raise this up to the top. 22,500 area, you know. And it's been the 500. Look, 21,005, 22,005, 23,005. Interesting. And I've been talking about that since we broke, you know, 25, 24,000, how the 500s just keep coming into play. And it's because people have nowhere else to look. It's the psychological support when you get down to these lower $1,000 areas, right? Before it was more like you could go up 1,700, 2,500, you know. And I remember before when Bitcoin was 15,000, we used to talk about the time when the volatility would get insane, watch it go up 2,000, 3,000 a day, and everyone was like, oh my God, what that's going to be like. And then we went through that and we saw that. We've been evolving as traders, evolving as people when it comes to cryptocurrency. It's been interesting. Mountain Valley spring water, baby. Only the best. Only the best for the kid over here, huh? Rodney Dangerfield, I can't get a break, huh? I go to the dentist, huh? He put me to sleep because he couldn't stand looking at me. Hey. So, hey, look at this. This is a bull pennant. Everyone's bullish. Everyone wants it to break to the upside. 1 hour is getting oversold, and every time it's been bending up. It's a good sign. Also, you know, you got this cooking. Another thing that I want to show you that most people will bypass, and this is the special sauce. This is why people come to my channel. This is why people like to join my trading group, because it's the special saucitos. the Sausalito, ya manatita. Sorry, I had to do that. I just get the energy, you know, it comes out of nowhere. But look, you get the swing up to the swing up, you get the swing down to swing down. That is a hidden bullish divergence. It's a hidden bullish. You know, whether you like it or not, it's a little thing called hidden bull, you know, and don't hide that baloney on me. And then look, you even have a bit of this falling wedge here, getting tight, almost a breakout and a retest as it broke out, retesting again. Something interesting to think about. Also, MACD's kind of turning. You had a kind of a lack of bullish move there too, though. So that's something to think about. But I do see that the 1 hour can flip on you, and the 15-minute wants to move again, and it's making these higher lows and respecting the trend. So there's just right now, there's nothing concerning that it would break up. And then the 4 hours also oversold. So you're oversold in the 15, you're oversold on the 1 hour, you're getting oversold on the 4 hour. However, I've seen everything and anything. I've seen the 4 hour make a little move here and do that, and a massive dump to the downside. So you have to be careful. Anything is possible. The bearish scenario that I will be open to is the fact that we're in this kind of a rising wedge here, and you must hold that. Maybe you could do a bearish retest and dump to the downside. If we do not break this area here today or in the next couple hours into tomorrow morning, you know, by tomorrow afternoon, 22,005, it's likely this is a fake out area. We don't really get the volume, and we come back down to this zone here at 20,500, 20,400 area. At that point, we'll reassess. We'll talk about it. We're looking for a bear flag, inverted head and shoulder. We'll see what's going on. We'll look for measured moves, and we'll be able to find out what the probability of the move is from there, just like we're having this pennant here, which giving us the probability of the move up here. If we flip this upside down, we'll see a bear pennant. We'll have to deal with that at the time. But for me, there's no sense in wasting your sweet little brain cells on things you don't need to. So right now, you focus on what you need to focus on. This local, temporal time frames. The idea is because if the 15-minute does break out to the upside, then you have something to deal with on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. If it does not and it goes sideways, then, all right. So ideas here, just to keep you updated and keep you on your toes. Could this make an M pattern? It could, and dump down. That's a possibility right now. So watch this. If we can never break above 21,500 area. Actually, no, 22,500. That's going to be our, and look, that's a high volume node. It's small. It's not as big as these 2 points of control by all means, but it is still your next node. It's likely where, it's kind of where we touched already. You can see that's what we got rejected too, right there. It was a POC, a point of control. And, it was more like it was the high volume area, the range, high, the range volume high in the zone. All right. The range volume high. So we're still looking at this, and honestly, low volume on a weekend is tight behavior. You're going to see this tight type of behavior here. Let's take away the moving averages for a second, just this line. And so right now we're watching for a breakout on the 15. Like I've been saying all day, we started the day with a dump to the downside, and I basically projected the idea that the 7-minute would project us. I think it was right here back to the upside, and we got that move. One thing I'm worried about here that I will point out that I just saw it right now with you is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. That could dump us to the downside, so you have to watch out for that. 32% chance it doesn't happen, but there's a probability that we could break down there. So be careful. It is getting negated by this green candle right now to the upside, and the 15-minute and the 7-minute both want to push up. Yeah, I mean, it's a good sign. Do you see the divergence on the 7-minute time frame? That's what you want right now to kind of confirm this idea. All right. And we'll delete the other lines here for a second. And yeah, price action does swing to the downside hard. And the 7-minute swings down, not as sharp. It's more flat. Like that is a divergence right there. You see it? That's a bullish divergence. We should bounce to the back, at least to the top of the trend line right here to the upside. So you got this little falling wedge here. And if you want to, you can that's a cup. It's like a slanted down cup and handle. Falling wedge break back to the upside here. 7-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, all over sold. Wanting to make a move to the upside. We just want to see that we hold this trend line. Watching the 15-minute for the hold. Green candle getting pushed up now with the stochastics. All looking good with the bullish divergence that we saw on the 7-minute beginning to play out. So right now, and if that went over your head, just keep watching. You're going to keep continuing to learn with me, and it'll just continue to grow and learn. There's just so much for us to go over and so much to do together. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here on this Saturday night ending the week. A lot of people took the week off. I hope you did. I had a wonderful vacation every year. We do the 4th, from the 4th to the 11th. It's a week every single year. You know, sometimes I come on the 3rd to the 10th. Sometimes it's the 2nd to the, you know, sometimes it's longer, 12th to the, you know, the 2nd to the 12th, and we push it. This year was Sunday to Sunday. I showed up actually, was it Monday? I might have showed up. No, Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow will be the 11th. Yeah, the 4th was a Sunday. And I hope you had a wonderful 4th with your family. American tradition to really hang out if you're in another country. It's a really American tradition to really just kick it with your family, relax. We barbecue. I had so many barbecues. My sister's husband, Marco, who is an amazing cook, and he's not a chef for a living, but he just, you know, he's European and he knows how to keep it going in the kitchen, you know, and he just, man, he chefed up mussels, he chefed up clams, you know. I hit the grill. I cooked up 12 burgers yesterday for everybody at my mom's house. We had a good time. So it's been a blast. I've absolutely enjoyed my time. I've been to the beach. I've been with the kids. I played with my nephew and my niece. I've got to see my sister, who lives in my twin sister. No, not many people realize that the lifer is a twin. I have a twin sister. That's a fun fact about the cryptolifer. I'm like Aaron and Austin over there at Altcoin Daily. I'm also one of the twins in the game. So that's what I have in common with them. I was talking with Austin backstage. Haven't met Aaron, but I've met Austin many times. He's always on around the blockchain with me. Really good guy. One of the nicest people you'll probably ever meet in your life. Both of them are awesome. But I just, you know, I've met Austin and talked to him a few times now. More than 3 or 4 times. What a nice guy. Anyway, and shout out to Altcoin Daily, one of the first channels to really put me on to crypto. So right now we're watching this break to the upside out of this falling wedge. But see, the idea of this channel is we can zoom into the 7 and the 15. And I'm not enticing beginners to trade small time frames. What I'm showing you is once you learn how to trade, the smaller time frames are really going to give you what you need, your special sauce to the upside, okay? So right now we're in this, like, we're in these wedges, and you know, I'd love us to break to the upside. And honestly, we could break to the upside and look, still hit the top of this wedge and then want to come down to the bottom of the wedge. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, and you're in the pattern until you're not as a trader. So right now we're watching the 15, and the 15 minutes going to tell you if this breaks down and begins to dump, then, you know, so be it. However, it's highly unlikely if you go back in the past and you look at all the times we were low in the stochastics. Right here we got low in the stochastics, and we were getting tighter and tighter in a range too. And what's interesting is, see this hump and this tightness, this hump and this tightness, they start to look pretty similar. If we take a look at the BTC USDT, recently my stuff hasn't been working, but if we look at this chart here, like for instance, like if I do a fractal, like I won't see the fractal somewhere else. Whatever, I'll just show you the fractal live. It's even better to do live. So check this out. If you ever want to make fractals or do fractal magic or become the talk of the town, hit bars pattern here. Again, bars pattern. Come down here, we're gonna click here. Then we're going to click on and keep clicking and clicking, and we're going to grab a section of price action, all right? And then we're going to take it, and we're going to kind of expand it and put it over another section of price action, and we're just going to show you the uncannily funny, like, similarities here between this move and that move. They're not perfect, but you can see, like, you get this, I mean, you almost see that there, see? But do you get this hill? It comes off to the upside, but they both, the whole point is they both consolidated. See? Now, the reason why I'm showing you this now is because I'm talking about how this broke out nice. You had 1, 2, 3, you know, basically the 15-minute 1, 2, 3, 4. The 15-minute, it can only oscillate below the dotted line so many times before it's eventually the big kahuna. And there you had your breakout right there on low stochastic. Either way, when the 15-minute was low, you got to push up. 15-minute was low, you got to push up. 15-minute was low, you got to push up. You know, and if I get rid of the fractal, 15-minute was low right here, we got to push up. 15-minute low got low right here, we eventually got to push up. And a 15-minute little push up, 15 minutes low again, and we're getting tighter in the channel. So it's likely you're getting that push up. How big the push up is the question. How long will that take, and do we get rejected? So you're all like, Lifer, you said a bunch of stuff, but you didn't say anything. You said it's going to go up or down. And I love when people say that. I did not. Listen to me clearly. Price action depends on breaking through resistance. How I trade is I watch stochastics. When stochastics turn and I don't break resistance, it's likely you're dumping to the downside. When stochastics stay up and we get above resistance, then I look for the stochastic to reset again and stay above that basically the resistance and use that as support. If the stochastics reset and we stay above the resistance, then I'm long in the support with the low stochastics. Bang. So all you have to do is watch support and resistance with the stochastics RSI, and they're going to tell you exactly what to do every single time. Use the 15-minute and the 7 for a kind of, pretty good entry, and then watch your bigger time frames to make sure you're not fighting yourself. You're not going to be 100% because nobody is. But I really feel this gives me an 80 to 90% accuracy rate when it comes to trading Bitcoin and then trying to find a position on an altcoin or a move to the upside, right? So again, and you can backtest this stuff and watch me every day. We go over these types of things all the time, all right? So 20,500 is psychological too. We break that area, it's kind of like, and to me, it's important that we get it back above that 21,800. However, whenever they do stuff like this, they know a bunch of people watching the channel. They probably people understanding this. Well, they're going to break the end of this usually and play games, bring you back in the pattern and bring you out. Usually they're going to want to get everyone to short the market, and then they're going to rip us up. So they usually play a game like that. They don't make it too easy, People look like a banger coming up. I just cut the bleep out of my finger wrapping B-Day gifts for my boy. Feeling nauseous. Might be to the bone. Really, man? Jesus, bro. People looks like a banger coming up. Damn, man. Be careful, man. Jesus. That's not good, dude. My goodness. I hope you're all right, man. Please don't bleed like too bad, man. Jeez Louise. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. So whack. You're the wackest kid in the world, and you know it. So whack. Sorry, I had to do that. Just, man, there's always a troll doing something stupid, and I gotta, it's like, it gets old, but it gets fun too, you gotta make a game of it. All right, everyone. So that's Bitcoin. We want to see this 50-minute bust out and not dump on us, and the 7-minute too. So we're watching this closely, and all day it's been the same game. But remember, shoulder, head, and shoulder does want to dump to the downside. You know what I'm saying? So I got some mixed signals here, and honestly, we're gonna have to watch this and make sure that we get a candle to close in the 15 and we start to make our move back to the upside. There's a higher probability we break up. Falling wedge is a 68% chance, and we're low on the stochastics on the time frames that matter, and we have a little bit of divergence in the 7-minute. Okay, so don't freak out. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. All right, so there's Bitcoin in a nutshell for tonight. In my humble opinion, I'm pretty okay with what we're talking about here. We're giving you the bigger ideas, the higher ranges, the lower ranges. If we break this, we come down and bounce off 20,005. If we break that, you're coming into the 20,000, and then we can talk about 19 and 18K once we do that. And we look at a bear flag on the 5 or the 7 or the 15-minute, and we'll show you what's going on. We also showed you this is a possible rising wedge that could break to the downside 68% of the time. So we showed you both scenarios. We're showing you why it's really important that we break back above 21,500, and more importantly, even back above 22,490. Also, this region here, the 21,800 area that we were screaming about every single day, or not screaming about, but talking about over and over and over and over again. Idea that we're in a bigger pattern too, and we might just make it right here. I didn't even show this, but this is a possible idea here too. And you're in this. See, if you can see, let me just show you. I'll highlight it for a second. But you're possibly in this, and this is like a bear flag. The scary thing is, that could break down to the downside, right? And have a nasty measured move. So you're talking 15, 12,000 just. So we could just consolidate sideways, make a giant bear flag, and then dump. Like, Just so even if you see us go bullish all the way to 23.5, even if, I mean, you could break back into the pattern. Just remember, take it one day at a time. Don't listen to the moon boys. Don't listen to the bear boys. Take it one pattern, one step at a time. That's the only way you're going to be able to make it through this market alive. If you listen to someone telling you it's definitely going up, you're done. If you listen to someone who says it's definitely going down, you're done. If you listen to a guy who tells you he has no idea what's going on, but he just goes over the charts day in and day out, you might have a chance. All right. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in, and I appreciate you all for having the gall to be here during this bear market. But I'm telling you, whoever kicks it with me through the next 2 years, this is going to be what really makes or breaks your life. I mean, I'm telling you, there's going to be some big moves in the next few years that are going to change every one of our lives. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited for it. I'm going to watch out for it. I'm buying Bitcoin on the low. I'm deciding, I'm basically decide, hey, this is what I'm into. And I'm okay with buying Bitcoin and waiting 4 years. It is what it is. So look, all coins are pumping. Like we showed you, DYP just blasted to the upside. We just talked about it a second ago. We had it in this flag. See, it's not remembering I just had this drawn. And it's about to hit the measured move. Look at that. That wasn't the live. We just went over this. Happens a lot in the live stream. Poke banging on them. AAVE banging on them. Let's take a look here. One doing damage. AAVE short, actually, right there. Nord, which is another coin that we talked about before. JSMY, an oldie but goodie. Went for the liquidity grab. Will continue to pump to the upside. I remember putting Fly out on the radar back not too long ago. And it's continuing to go to the upside. It never really went lower from the first time we talked about it. Fly. PBR, which kind of reminds me of a PBR, but hard in a fallen wedge. Matic, Uni. And also, I want to show you guys something. I want to show you the indicator that's showing me signs of Bitcoin being at the bottom. All right. And we're going to show you how we look at that. Miss my Gracie Kins. Shout out to Gina Balbina. There has to be a high chance Bitcoin reaches back to the all-time high before the end of the year, right? We've broken down what Market Cipher does and how we don't need it. We have tools right on the lifer screen. Thanks, but no thanks. Shout out to Bison. Been watching USTC in this flag for a week. Me too, man. And I'm in the trade still. ARRR System NFT is the channel. Well, at 8 EST YouTube channel. I held since like a week one, and I'm still going. Think this will be the cycle for ARRR if stuff and marketing gets done. I'm still holding ARRR as well, and I'll hold it till either it goes all the way down or all the way up. But I believe the team's not stopping, so I don't see how it can stop. Super chats, fib on the DYP, fib on SNX. People, zero allegiance. Thank you. Loaded up 2024, 2025. Any more is just extra, my man. Pac-Man, I had Market Cipher, then I learned better TA. But if it works for you, that's cool, man. Hey, it's whoever wants to do whatever that makes you happy. It is what it is. If it makes you happy. Somebody sent a super chat for XRP. I gave y'all ice cream swap at $2. Now it's $15. Hey, man, thank you, Crypto Baker. Appreciate it, man. Super chats are open. Please send them in. Bang, bang, bang. Man, 7 access on ice cream swap. You're the man, dude. Appreciate that. People are fiending for XRP. People looks like a banger coming up. Oh, people looks like a banger. That's what you were saying. See, sometimes I'm not always as on point as I'm like, what is he saying? I also have to pack tonight. We're heading back to the studio. Tomorrow we'll be back at our regular scheduled studio. I'm still at a travel. I did the whole show. Entire 8 days straight, Sunday night to Sunday night, or Saturday night, Sunday night to Sunday night, we banged on them. But this could bang on you right now. OPUL, looking beautiful in this like rising wedge type of ascending triangle hybrid action here. Wanting to do some damage. Yeah, 16% gains on the 15. And it has room on the stochastics. You take a look at that 1 hour. Wants to be, it's oversold too as well. The 4 hour probably oversold just like Bitcoin. And not really. Not in the best place on the 4 hour. The 4 hour is a little high risk for me. But it doesn't mean you can't see this blast. I mean, OPUL. Interesting. On the 1 hour, very, very oversold. OPUL on the 1 hour looking like a scrumptious little meal. But again, anything is possible. Bitcoin could dump right now and it could take the whole market down. You can't just buy what a YouTuber says. Again, nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. Sure. We got to remod Love Learning. Yeah, I can't see you on the chat. If you just write something in, then we can find you. Shout out to Master Chief. Thank you so much, cryptolifer. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to the cryptolifer. Thank you, Master Chief. You're the man, dude. Much respect to you and yours. Man, you really... Okay, let's keep it moving. All right, Lifer, thanks for the consistency, positive energy, and absorbing all the vibes. Yeah, baby. Anytime, man. Tony, we love you, Tony. Thank you. Please take a second to smash that like button for the Lifer. Never miss it a stream on the road here for us every single day. Super chats are open. Please send in those super chats for TA and deep dives. Thank you for the great info, Lifer. Can you please take a look at AVAX? Thank you. AVAX. Spot, did you spray before you left? I don't know. Super chats. If you want a specific coin, Lifers. Hello, everyone. There's Love Learning. Where? Oh, there she is. Hi. There she goes. I hope it's the right Love Learning and not a false Love Learning. We'll trust that we'll trust the universe for the moment. Both in same idea, ascending triangle. So OPUL looking nice. Possibly an idea this could break out tonight. It's getting bought up. People like it. OPUL on the radar. OPUL. And again, KuCoin, the main exchange where you're going to find all the love and the power. KuCoin. Become a KuCoin millionaire today. Get your account opened up. There's a link in the description below. I would greatly appreciate it if you used it. It does help out the channel and my life. Thank you so much. Okay, so OPUL. Looking pretty sweet to me. All right. It is me. Welcome back, Love Learning. I lost 15K yesterday in a nightmare short. Can you please do BNB for free? Ada Bore. What's your best video for people new to crypto? What up, Lifer? Can you look at KDA? Always appreciate you, brother. Shout out to J Regal Music. Anytime, man. Anytime. Is JSMY ties to Japan and Bitcoin a troll meme kind of thing, or is it going to be pushed here? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Let's take a look at Kadena, KDA from my man, J Regal Music. Everyone wants to know what's up with Kadena, but you know what? I mean, everything is following the Bitcoin move here. So if Bitcoin breaks out, like I said before, everything else is going to break out beautifully out of the. They're all in these symmetrical or bull pennants, or everything's in these tight wedges. You know, everything's wedged tight, like you know, a thong at the beach. I did it. Oh, anyway, but the idea is this. Look, right here, 12.91%. All right. And you're making three higher lows in a row. However, like I showed you before, it's like you're in these rising wedges. Same thing Bitcoin's doing. Like if Bitcoin breaks down, this is breaking down. Simple as that. I want everyone to understand that tonight could be the make or break night. Like all these trades will play out, or they're all dump. And that's why I put trades out and then they dump. They're like, oh, the Lifer. I'm telling you, you look at the probability of Bitcoin. And then you put your best foot forward on the alts that you believe could play out. So you look at Bitcoin, you make your assessment. Once you decide, hey, like right now, we're low on the 1 hour, we're low on the 15, we're low on the 4 hour. Anything could happen. It doesn't mean we're guaranteed anything. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. What you do is you take that probability though, tight moving averages. Look at this moving up. 21 crossed there, 50 just crossed. I like what I'm seeing for Kadena. And it's possible 12% and more. And if we can get above this, and this is a possible cut with a handle right now too. All right. And then look, this is an Adam and Eve double bottom forming for Kadena. Like this is the beginning of a giant Adam and Eve double bottom. Am I wrong? And if that's the case, you're buying like halfway through the beginning of the Adam, the end of the Adam, I mean. And I mean, that's huge. So again, a lot of Adam and Eve double bottoms occurring recently. Ever since we saw the inverted one for Bitcoin, they kind of started popping out the other side, right? And that could cup and handle, but that's something to look at. And that would be massive gains. Let's just project that idea from where we're at. All right. Yeah, and isn't that funny? I usually say there's about 40% gains out of an Adam and Eve double bottom, and lo and behold, 39% gains from where we're at for Kadena. The measured move would take you to 224. Remember that we said this. I've seen stuff like this play out many times. Kadena. But Bitcoin will have to play out for you, okay? This is like, you know what I'm saying? This is all contingent on BTC playing out and giving you the gains, so. But Kadena could break out if Bitcoin breaks out. Watch this tight channel. It's all about Mr. BTC. It's all about Mr. Bitcoin. All right. So Kadena could break out if Bitcoin decides to also, bless us with its glory. So be careful. Don't rush. Don't pump. Don't, you don't have to do anything. All right. Remember that. You're in control at all times of your wins, of your losses. Not some random YouTuber. No one can tell you what to do but yourself. All I can give you is the information, the education, and then show you kind of how I'm doing it. Years from now, you can look back on how I did it, and then that may actually give you some knowledge too. So that's why I'm doing this. I figured if I'm out there telling you and showing you kind of what I'm into, what I'm grinding for, and then when you see it may or may not come into fruition in 10 years or 4 years, if you're young enough too, you could be like, wow, well that played out. You know what I'm saying? And so you could, eventually learn how to be unique in your own trading style, to find your own way when it comes to trading. So if and only if BTC moves sideways or up, KDA can pop. And remember, even though these charts look beautiful and we see a lot of movement here, we're still watching, especially on a low liquidity weekend day when Bitcoin's kind of lurking behind the scenes. All right, you got to watch out. JSMY did a quick little breakout. Now it's coming back down into the pennant. Coronas for Alabama. That's how we roll. Yep, dumping. I don't know if I call that dumping, man. Like, people was the first request. Sorry, roar 2, please. Yeah, that's a dump now. And look, that's the head and shoulder breaking down. And we talked about this. It's what I love about this channel. Like, you see it and you're like, well, did we not show you that was a head and shoulder pattern? All right. And you had to heed that could dump on you. They also have a lot of, and I said they also like to wick you down, wick you back into the pattern. And it doesn't mean the pattern's over. We could just keep kind of consolidating. It's okay. It's not over. And when the 7 and the 15 are both beat to the ground, and now you got some divergence forming because they're stretching it out like this. Don't laugh, man, when I said stretching it out. I know you think it's funny. Don't do that. That's not right. All right, that's not right. Keep your mind into the charts. All right, keep your mind in the charts. So look, that's a falling wedge there. That's definitely a divergence there too as well. Okay. Bookmap eating longs, yeah. SuperChat, fib dip on SNX. People AAVE and roar. Interesting. Lifers begin his course is stunning. Lifers a calm, focused teacher. Share his years of experience in 2 hours plus. He teaches his CA style from A to Z, the foundation and the first step for every lifer. Thank you so much for writing that. That's beautiful. If Bitcoin comes back down, I'm going with your prediction, lifer, at around 20,600. Usually you buy into the wick. So like the red wick is when you would like to buy in. Like right here, we were wicking down. It was heavy duty, and that's where you buy in. So personally, you buy into this red wick right now. This is personally, again, I can't tell anyone what to do, but this is where I would be entering the trade, because this is where you want to enter into the divergence. You want to enter into divergence. You don't want to be buying late, because once this reverses, the chance to buy in is over, and then you're up here already and it's over. Like it's a fast move. So you have to have BALZs to buy into red candles. If you can't buy into red candles, then you're going to have issues trading, And again, this could continue to dump. Remember, the measured move is here at 21,200 to the next point of control. And we are getting pressed, and it's low liquidity weekend. So remember that. And they made it look real bullish, and it was like a bull pennant. So someone who just trades patterns, doesn't know order book, doesn't know how to go into the 7 minute, the 5 minute, the 15, how to look at different support and resistance areas, and doesn't really know the whole gambit of trading. They're just going to be like, oh, it's a bull pennant. Let's trade that, right? So, again, I do look at things like that. And it's okay to keep it simple. But you must have another repertoire of additional technicals to use. Because you're going to get left at the wayside eventually. All right? And the key is not to do that. All right? The key is to have a few things that you can use to bounce off of in case one of your indicators kind of throws you for a loop and it isn't perfect, So you're looking for 21,400 hold right now on this bullish divergence of the 7 minute, which is definitely there. It's class B or C. It's not perfect. It's not A, but it's definitely bullish divergence, and I would expect a bounce to the upside. This would be a perfect time to long Bitcoin right now, and then the channel can stay intact. Okay. All right. It didn't hit the measured move of the falling wedge of the head and shoulder. I'll tell you that. So there's a chance you go lower, but you got to take a risk. And the risk right now is to enter into the red candle at 21,400. All right. So I'm putting my idea on the line here that we're going to bounce to the upside. You're likely to see probably towards the end of the show, Bitcoin somewhere up in here bouncing and doing something. Again, it doesn't mean it's guaranteed, and it could dump in my face right now and I could look completely dumb. But there's just a higher probability, I believe, we're going to break to the upside based on where the stochastics are, based on where the falling wedge is. They just like to cause the fear right now. They're going to liquidate people, and there's people who, you know, got in too early, and we have to take care of them. We have to clear them out first. They're getting cleared out. All right? So, you did break the neckline. We did find this head and shoulder pattern. We did have to mention it just in case. All right? But as I said before, I would be longing 21,400, anything 21,350. Heck, if they brought you to 21,295, even on a capitulation wick. To me, it would make sense that we would bounce back to the upside. I've done this many times in the 7 minute. All right, let's look at our 5. Our 5 minute 2 is always going to bounce. You know, and this is a falling wedge that breaks to the upside 68% of the time. You're in it. I mean, I can't be fooled. Anything is possible. And it might dump in my face, but the higher probability is we bounce to the upside. So calm your nerves. Take a deep breath, everyone. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be all right. You're going to make it. Have a stop loss. Have a plan. Anything could happen at any given moment. And I've been saying that all day long, right? You never know when it comes to Bitcoin. It could ruin every single setup. And that's why you got to take your money when you get your money. Super chats, fibs on DYP, fib on SNX, people, AAVE, ARRR, and the fib on LBP. Super chats are open. Please send in those super chats for T8 and deep dives. No way. Doesn't mean, don't mean is warmly friendly admiration. So cute. I don't know what was going on there. Look at him trying to ignore my messages and not blush. Look at his salmon, his cute little tan. I didn't see the messages. I really did. Now I'm really blushing. See, brother, can you look at BNX? I'm holding a long and I'm 50% down. Oh, that's tough, man. BNX? You mean SNX? BNX? I never heard of BNX. If Bitcoin comes back down, I'm going with your prediction around 20,000. It's possible. I would long 21,004 though, based on the 7 minute and the 5 minute divergence. Again, I could be 100% wrong, but I would. I'm expecting a green candle to pop up in the next 2-3 minutes and this to reverse back to the upside. 20-30 minutes from now, I'm expecting Bitcoin to break out of this falling wedge and go to the upside. But again, anything is possible and I could be 100% wrong. This is a head and shoulder, and it does have a measured move even further down, which would take us to 21,002. All right. However, just unlikely based on the 15 and the 7 in my lifetime. It's very unlikely I've seen price push further down on the Stokes on these smaller time frames. So, and we're at the bottom of a channel too. All right. There's the green candle I'm expecting right there on the divergence. And they probably liquidated everybody too now. And don't be surprised, they could do it again. But so far, things are going to plan as I thought. And we got tweezer bottoms. All right. So, Luna C breakout. US 2 moving. Wifey is hot as F2. You're funny. It's cousin Sammy. Cup and handy mother ever. I definitely love your charting, bro. We'll be joining soon, my guy. Hey, man, don't wait. Don't say soon, man. Join today. Become a lifer and get it done. Lifers don't wait till tomorrow. Lifers just do it as soon as they can. You know what I'm saying? Get it in, man. Get it in. You're not going to regret it, so why wait a day? That mic is sounding crispy. Nice. Shout out to Unpaid Mechanic. Thank you so much, man. We added a bit of gain and a little move there. So, and I don't want to look at Bitcoin for a while. I made my prediction. I said what I've said. I've gone over as much as I can. Can we get off Bitcoin for a second? I've done everything I could. And at that moment in time, I called a bounce exactly at the area. I could be wrong. And we're still struggling with 21,400 area now. And we're battling. We're battling. We had DYP. We had TCP. We hit them all, man. For gains on gains on gains. It was insane. If you were in the group today, you would have been able to pay for a year's membership with the gains. Shout out to Billy McDonough. I know. Super Chat's fib on DYP. All right. So someone said, can you pull a fib on DYP? All right. Look, these are the KuCoin markets. We have every single coin on KuCoin, and we can teach you how to get it, where to get it, what to do. Karastar, that's a new one. Idea. Doesn't break resistance, bail out. Funny, the short's trying to make a little bit of a move now. After the alts had some fun today. Nord getting a punch up. Look at Nord doing damage in the 1 hour. Look at that consolidation. And we took Nord not too recently for some gains. Look at that, dude. Look at the size of that candle. It's just getting started. That's kind of like, that's a scary candle. Oh my God, look at that. Nord. Now, don't chase green candles. Watch for the 15-minute to eventually reset, make a bit of a flag, and continue upside. But that 1 hour does want to keep pushing up. I would look at Nord, man, for possibly more gains on a scalp or something on the next 15-minute run up. STX getting some gains. Polka getting some gains. Interesting. And then the short, all the blue chip shorts are getting pounded. Did Bitcoin just dump even further? It looks like it a little bit. They're capitulating it real hard now. That's what they usually do. They really wick it down. Come on now. That's definitely bullish divergence now. Class C. I mean, that's a sharp move. Inverse finance pumped. How many coins? Injective. I can't find myself to pay for Discord slot without a trial. Super Chats. Fib on DYP. Great suggestion, Dustin. Inverse finance. That's a deep cut. That's funny. My portfolio is 50% stables now. Thinking I'll just leave it here and use the stables for crazy dip opportunities in trading. That's what I do, man. Always got to have some stable. God bless your heart. Finally found something in my life that doesn't that I dread to learn more than anything I've ever done. I'll be taking your class, sir. Now get back to the chart. Shout out to Boosted Frequency. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. 21,353. Come on, man. They're pressing us now. They're really trying to press it. It really did break this trend, though, in my humble opinion. They broke it. They broke it. Because it's like now you only have one touch. But it still could hold, but it's ugly. All day they kept it to break it at 9 at night. It's just funny. However, I'm still bullish on the bounce back to the upside based on the stochastics. Based on the stochastics. It's like a kettle. I don't like, you don't watch a kettle. You know what I mean? Like a hot kettle. So like I'll leave it for a second. Shorts are pumping a little bit, but they're overbought on the 15 already. Touching the 200-day moving average. It tells me you're probably getting rejected. So short doesn't look too strong to me, but again, anything is possible. I could be wrong, and that's why I said I could be wrong at any moment in time. All right. Sinking ship on Bitcoin. I don't know if you're emotional and you don't know how to look at indicators. Possibly. The patterns will jump at you after a couple of courses. Easier than it looks. Yeah. The free trial is happening now. He gives away so much for free every day. I know. It's like crazy. Have you ever heard of the Oculus Gold Wallet? Like, I almost don't know if we want you in the group if you can't figure that out yet. No, I'm just messing around. But I'm serious. Like, we want this the best and the brightest in the trading group, man. Doesn't mean you have to know cryptocurrency, but we want you to be the best and the brightest of the people that want to learn cryptocurrency and go after it every single day of your life. Yeah, there's your bounce. You're going to get a bounce, man. I'm telling you. That's bullish divergence, dude. I know it like the back of my hand, And it just, and the thing is, people get emotional. And they can't quell the emotions. And that's the problem. That's the problem. They also have never seen all the things I've seen. I've seen patterns get broken, break back in, all up and down. Anything is possible. All right. And this isn't guaranteed either. Let's let it sit. My prediction is going to bounce back to the upside, but let's let it sit. Let's have some fun. Let's get into DYP here. Someone wants me to pull a Fibonacci on DYP. We already just did DYP, though. Pull a fib now? Not really. I see what you're saying. I would take this low range here, which is the dot of that line, up to the high range. You're at the 706 fib, which ain't too bad, and you just broke up above, and you're dealing with the 618 now. You came down and bounced already. Not too bad. Not really where I pull fibs exactly. I kind of pull fibs at the retracement areas, but interesting. This lemonade is amazing. I bet it is. Is it like Annie's, or what are you having? You know, did you make it yourself? You're right, bro. Been talking to my wife about it. Skinny luck, man. I'm saying, man, you just make it happen, bro. $99 is the best money I spend every month, man. Gilbert Martell. I'm just saying, now I want lemonade. Who doesn't want lemonade now? I mean, come on. Why are you doing that to us, man? Who doesn't want it? That sugary, addictive. I mean, you want it. You all want it. You want the lemonade. Go get it. Go get some lemonade. Paul Newman's organic. When are you using 3 commas? Is the money with them, or does it have to be on KuCoin? No, you keep it on your exchange. All you're doing is APIing and moving things around. I got the BRCC. So good. I can't do sugar. Damn it, Wolf. You're funny. What was that another super chat? Fresh squeeze, baby. I washed those hands, do those lemon squeeze on the lava, and was inspired by it. Wow. Did you boil? The thing is, you got to boil the sugar water, though. Like, otherwise, you don't really get the mix of the sugar in it. You got to boil, man. Someone wants a fib on SNX. Let's take a look at synthetics. Sorry about that. Synthetics, it did kind of, they did a liquidity grab, and then they bounced us to the upside. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame here. And, synthetics is just, it did a bit of a pump recently. But again, it's watching Bitcoin. And, if Bitcoin breaks out of the symmetrical, or, the move that it's in, the wedge, whatever you want to call it, bull pennant. It looks more like a bull pennant in my mind. Right? Synthetics will also break to the upside. 4 hours suggests that you're going to get a move in everything. MACD turning, this turning. I mean, they're all turning up. That's a bullish sign. Sometimes the whole market kind of just tells you what you're doing. And lately we're seeing that. So, and there's no guarantees, but possibly 81% gains out of synthetics. So it's on the radar. 4 hour looks great. Watch the smaller time frames for perfected entries, as lifers do. But I mean, put it on your radar. Stamp it. And there's a chance it goes like this. Is there a chance you're looking at this, something like this maybe? And you're going to go lower. You have to keep this into account. But most likely, either way, you're going to break to the upside at one point or the other, Okay, so check it out. I mean, synthetics in a tight move, but remember, don't be surprised if you get banged out and it doesn't go your way. Okay? You always have to have a plan and a contingency theory. However, there's a tightness and there's a chance this breaks out and does a big move. And that's why it's called trading. It's a risk. You never know if you're going to win or not. Guaranteed, you take a shot. The more shots you take, the better you get at it, unless you just take too many shots and you don't use proper risk management. The key is proper risk management. I teach it in the trading group. I teach it in the beginner's course every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. That's another thing. We teach that too. That's what not many people see, is the risk management. Too many people throwing random things or the stop loss. It's just like, man, how are you calculating? How are you figuring it out? What are you doing? Have you ever even taken a proper risk management course? Do you know anything about it? Probably not, That's another thing that keeps you in the game. It's not just trading, it's proper risk management inside of trading. Okay? Super chats on DYP people. One of the first super chats from my man Billy McDonough. Shout out to Billy D. Billy, thank you for coming on in. All right, let me get rid of this for a second. So people was tight. We talked about like the Twisted Sister. Could it stay? It stayed up and it broke out. Interesting enough. Let's take a look at people here. Now, people's tight again, just like we're talking about. And it's like everything is tight tonight. Everything is tight. So either we're going to get a nasty dump out of the wedge or everything's going to make it out alive, you know, and we're going to have a huge move. Let's see. We did get the divergence pump and the break back up. That's your low close. Likely to break to the upside now. Look at the stochastics and the 5 pushing. You got your nothing has changed on the 15, the 1 hour, the 4 hour. All that stuff is still good to go. Okay. This is still a flag pennant, whatever you want to call it. So we saw the head and shoulder. It did dump. It got caught up by the divergence in the 7, and so far it's getting held up. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. If Bitcoin pumps, this will pump to the upside as well. 1 hour and 4 hour look lovely. 15-minute looking lovely. That's beautiful. Like, that's what I look for in a trade. It's just all about Bitcoin. Low liquidity Saturday night, but that's what I look for in a trade. 75% gains possibly coming out of people. Constitution DAO, right? If I'm correct. And so they almost bought that, like a version, like a historical copy of the Constitution at a Sotheby's auction, if I'm correct. And I could be wrong. Don't quote me on these things, but I half read them somewhere, and my brain tends to remember them. But that was the whole thing about this, you know. That's the whole claim to fame. People very tight. And shout out to Billy. And it's not always me, everyone. It's like the group. I could disappear for weeks, which I never have, but I really believe I could, and the group would just maintain and just blast through and hit gain after gain. And now, you know, I have faith in the people in my group. I really do. People getting very tight. 15, 1 hour, and they're all oversold. All oversold. Remember, anything is possible. Always be ready. Always be ready. All right. Let's look at AAVE, which we saw was like getting shorted, slightly shorted there. But wow, look at the massive pump it just had on the 1 hour. So AAVE broke out of this funky wedge, see? And all you have to do is know how to find your wedge with your measured move, and you're in there like swimwear. To me, that's over. It did its thing. It's oversold in the 4 hour, on the 1 hour now, and coming down. You got some bearish divvy here too. All right. AAVE had some good news recently. But see, look at that. So, yeah. And there you have it. Yeah, you get itchy, man, on the beach all day. I did take a shower. I'm telling you that. But I put on something, you know, somewhat presentable. And there's some bearish divvy on AAVE. That's when I would be getting out, far away from the 21-day moving average, or just looking for a flag or something on the 7, you know. But again, you even see bearish divergence here. Take a look at your 1 hour time frame. You're overbought, pushing down. 4 hours coming back with a vengeance and getting close to the 21. But you are far away. But the 21's about to cross the 200, which has been a catalyst for a move to the upside. And honestly, take a look. So look at this. And again, this kind of broke out already. So everything else is kind of waiting in the flag. This already is a little preemptive. It already did its thing. It's front running the rest of the market. But if you take a look at it, it's in the Adam and Eve double bottom like everything else is, the slanted one to the upside. And it made its move right here. If you kind of do this, we do that. Get that to match there. Bit of a look at that, the retest, and it was off. It bounced on a retest for sure. Interesting enough, I mean, that's crazy. As a measured move. Have some type of neckline here. I mean, that says you're going up even more for AAVE. 79. It's funny. I mean, it's still higher than when I bought the thing. It's like I'm still up on this after all the carnage, which is insanity. 76% gains coming, possibly. How do you figure that out? I mean, you go to the 15, you got to flag it out. When in doubt, flag it out. So you're looking for some type of flag, something like this on the 15. And then you're looking for this to continue if and only if or when your stochastics reset. But right now they are about to punch back up. That's interesting enough too. So So, but you are getting that spacage, and $80 is also psychological resistance for AAVE. Let's take a look at ROAR, 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 on this beautiful night, 9:14 at night. Let's look at ROAR Alpha Dex. Interesting. It's cooling very, very tight. Look what it's doing, like holding this zone. Like, that's crazy. It's like the tightest I've ever seen something in my life. Doesn't sound right, but it is right. It's tight and right. So look, don't laugh. Don't laugh. I know, I'm talking about technical analysis. I know you're thinking about like possibly bowling and trying to fit the ball in between two tight pins. I don't know exactly what I think that's what you're thinking. Or maybe like a pair of pants you wore that got in the wash and they got real tight. I think that's what you're thinking when I say real tight. But you know, I'm thinking about technical analysis, so I'm probably not thinking what you're thinking. So just make that clear, all right? And if you think I'm joking, this is a complete joke. I'm trying to make you laugh. If it's working, I hope it did. If it's not, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. All right, so 15-minute on ROAR is about to break out. It's getting extremely tight in the moving averages. Very interesting. However, getting high on the stochastic, and not the best market structure here. For ROAR, but you do see the shoulder, this head, and this giant inverted head and shoulder. You see that? Wouldn't be surprised. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. That also wants to cook. 1 hour wants to move. So look for the 1 hour to break out of this resistance to the upside, kind of forming this flag here. See, like that? But it is getting green candle right now and trying to move. Bitcoin moves. This will move too. ROAR, 15% gains coming. Possible for ROAR. All right. Everything's look bullish. Everything I looks bullish to me. LBP. I thought we already pulled a fib on LBP. All right. And we nailed it for gains. Remember, we hit it for 24%, and it was time. It's not touching the 200-day moving average, and I have the fib still drawn. It's at the 786 fib. So there's a chance that this is just, you know, lower consolidation, and you're about to still blast to the upside for massive gains. Tight moving averages. I like what I'm seeing. Oversold on the 1 hour. Oversold in the 4 hour. Your daily's a little high, though. So your daily's a little cooked. You're going against the daily, but I could see the daily still flip in your favor. 1 hour's curving on. I mean, this is right where you want it to be, I have to say. I wouldn't be surprised if this pumped. However, the daily is the one thing that could throw a wrench in this. But I wouldn't be surprised if this pumped right now to the upside. LBP is definitely on the radar. Man, my team is awesome. Sometimes I just go by what my team says, and then I call it a night. And it's that simple. It may be one of those nights for me. All right, because I got to travel tomorrow. It's going to be a long day. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. And I appreciate you all for being here. And I got to get on an early boat and all this stuff. I got to pack tonight after the live. I got a lot to do, a lot on my mind. A lot going on. Everybody, please never DM me and ask me to show you stuff and like, come on, man, like, and ask me to run charts for you or do like, could you chart this and chart that and could you also go? No, come on, man, you know, I love y'all, but come on, like, possible. I mean, I'm not gonna say I never will, but I guess it can't hurt to ask. I get it, but. We talked about STX here at strong support. Had you followed this idea, and we pulled the fib, and we went over this numerous times. And there's a cup and handle there. And look, I mean, from that strong support, it did hold. A little bit of a slip right there, but it did hold. And it's up a beautiful 13%, 13.33%. I don't know how the 13.33 just came out. I don't know, 333 every time. Amazing. Poke just pumped hard. So we just got a bit of a move here. And look at Bitcoin. Did I not say it along that? When everyone was red and everyone was freaking out. But again, don't hold me at this. This could dump right back down to the downside. No guarantees. But there was a higher likelihood that we were going to bounce back to the upside and to long that 21,004. However, it may still blow up in my face. There's no guarantees. All right, we didn't hit the measured move of this bigger head and shoulder. That also tells me there's some fireworks in, you know. Because when the bears couldn't hit their measured move, it told you that someone stepped in to buy. All right. Thank you, 315 lifers from around the world. Just one life will help the others find their community and achieve their dreams. They really will. It really will. And this live stream was blowing up, man. The Saturday night live stream was blowing up. Shout out to everybody here. 395 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, 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 humbly, most beautifully, thankfully appreciate it. Net scores July 12th, this Tuesday at 3 p.m. Learn the language of the charts, 2 hours that are life-changing. Email cryptolifers@gmail or pay with crypto. Use only Bitcoin from now on. Stop fiat forever. Live without, man. I feel you. Ta love for being love. Thank you, love, for being love. We love love. Oh, I almost forgot the like button. Unacceptable. Bison non, man. At least you called yourself out and you got it done, man. That's all that matters. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most beautiful assets with me. And those are your minutes. Those are your minutes. That's your time. Shout out. Follow me here on Twitter. I greatly believe it. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. 6,252 followers. We're moving at the speed of light. Just crossed 6,000 and on our way to 7,000. We're on our way, man. Twitter is blowing up. I greatly appreciate it. We're also live on Twitter right now. If you'd love to see us or watch us live on Twitter, we're doing that. You can catch it right now. I don't know, you're probably here on the live, but shout out to my Twitchians too. Shout out to people watching on Twitch. Shout out to people watching on Twitter. Shout out to the people watching on Facebook. All right, if you're doing that, we don't know why you're doing that, but we love you regardless. All right. Is that coming from here or is that coming from here? Yeah. Anyway, shout out to Restream. We're restreaming to multiple places. Celt's still on my radar. Celestial. All right, let's take a look at Celt. And now we're going to break down the bottom indicator. Here it is. Here it is. This is serious, everybody. Now, 400 people on the live. We're getting up to likes, 353 likes. It's like everyone knew when I was going to do the bottom indicator. I wanted 500 people to be here when we did this. I really would. We have 393. If you guys could keep pushing that like button, then we could get it all the way up. We could get the 500 viewers in here. They could see this amazing idea. It took me an hour of working on this today. I took out of my busy day. I spent an hour looking at this chart, playing around with it, getting it ready, assessing it, and going over how I wanted to talk about it, how I wanted to bring it up, and how I wanted to, show you some interesting stuff. So if you're with me right now, hit the like button. Let me know you're excited. We're going to break down if Bitcoin has hit the bottom or not. We're going to talk about the idea of how to find the bottom, what indicators do that, because there are some indicators that have found the bottom for Bitcoin, and they work pretty well. And they've been quite accurate for a long, long time. So look, the first halving, November 28th of 2012, right there. Bitcoin hits a pi cycle false top, comes up for another top, but then makes a bottom here where you can see. Hold on one second here. Yeah, let's do that. Where you can see this line will cross, right? This red line will cross the green line, and that is your pi cycle bottom right there. Okay. Now, moving forward. Actually, hi, my name is Sam Price. I'm a professional crypto trader. I'm also known as cryptolifer on YouTube. Today, I'm going to show you a pi cycle indicator that has shown glimpses and ideas of where the bottom for Bitcoin can be. It actually called the bottom for Bitcoin many times, not just glimpses. We're approaching that now, and I want to break it down. I want to get you excited. I want to show you the idea of where the bottom may or may not be or what could be happening for Bitcoin. It's super important you look at this. Now, no one can call the exact bottom. I'll be honest with you. However, in my lifetime, I have bought bottoms. I bought this pandemic low into the wick, which was the bottom. I bought the exact bottom. I also bought really close to this $3,800 region, in this area here. I don't know if I called the bottom at the dollar there, and I didn't call, but I bought in at that area, and I definitely bought in within a few $100s of the bottom. At the time, I didn't know this indicator existed, but I do now. Now, I knew when we got to the top about this indicator, and I started figuring it out around here. It also called the bottom right here perfectly when that line crossed right there. It also called the top when these two lines get, I'll show you, it calls the top. There's another indicator, pi cycle, and it shows you when the top happens when they cross another way, but it's other indicators. Right now, this is the bottom indicator. We're just showing you the bottom indicator. So it crossed right here. There's your bottom. So what you're looking for is this red line to cross below the green line. And it only happens rarely. Like right there, it happened right there, and that was your bottom. Once. It didn't happen again there twice, right? So you wait for them to get really far apart. They space out, and then eventually they get very tight again. And when they get very tight again, that is your bottom. Now, mind you, I have some work here zoomed in, if you can kind of extrapolate that for a second. But look, I mean, they're getting very close. It says we're like, I would say a week or two away at the very most from these crossing. And when that happens, that's going to be highly likely the bottom for Bitcoin. So we're watching this closely now. There's a chance this rounds away and this line has to chase it and it pulls away. And that would be disastrous. That would spell a lower low. So we're going to watch this closely, and I would heed this. If that happened, I would suggest a heed. If it doesn't and they get close and they touch, I would be pretty comfortable feeling out that that was the bottom. Like, I personally would begin to go almost close to all in, I think, if not all in at that moment. Getting all out right here would have been perfect on the top. Getting all in at all these other bottoms and out at the top, this indicator has been spot on for years now. So, hey, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is, right? I would always keep, and that's why I wouldn't go all in. I always keep something on the sidelines. But we're very close to a possible bottom here on this pi cycle indicator. As you can see, getting very, very close. Had to look at it for myself. Had to really map it out. I'm watching it very, very closely. All right. And there's Bitcoin on the bounce at 21,470. Who's your daddy? And I'm just, but I'm just saying, like, who said I would long that? And who looks like a smarty pants so far? Again, you know, the second you say stuff like that, it dumps, and then you look like a fool. But, I mean, who said I would long that? Who called out the divergence? The lifers, baby. The lifers, right? And it was looking nasty and dumpage. But we saw what we saw. We know our indicators, and we know what's going on. We know our divergences. We know our stochastics. And it made sense to us what was going down, right? So anyway, there's your pi cycle indicator for Bitcoin. Just want to break it down for you so you can understand what's happening and see the bigger picture. And when that gets really close, I will be buying more into Bitcoin. I'm telling you that right now. Something to consider. What's a daddy? Lifers are the daddies of all other traders. Shut it. Yeah, exactly. Just tell them, man. Silver Fox. Super Chats. HPP. Let's take a look at HBB. Bang, bang, bang. And so I just wanted to break that down for each and every one of you and let y'all know how we felt about it. All right. Let's take a look at Hubble Protocol here on KuCoin. Oh, that thing's in the dumps. Look at that. Thought that wedge could break, and it continued to dump. Interesting. Still making a higher low, but dang. Dang, dang. So look, let's delete our work. That got stopped out. I like showing trades that got stopped out, because if every single trade I played out, I'd be a liar. That's impossible. Nobody does that. So I'd be 100%. And no, I've never seen a 100% trader. It doesn't happen. So it doesn't exist. It's funny. You can almost say it's like a slanted Adam and Eve double bottom. I never thought about that. Like, it's so slanted. But right off the bat, you're doing this. It's okay. And then the cool thing is the 4 hour didn't get as low as it should have. And Bitcoin's looking bullish. Again, everything's going to break out of its wedges. It's falling wedges. It's pennants. It doesn't matter if we get this move, if Bitcoin gets that move. So it depends on Bitcoin, but this thing could make a move here to the upside. HBB, we have played this before and it's made some gains for us. So HBB, I'm not huge on this trade, to be honest, but I believe it looks nice on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Falling wedge, it's making a higher low. There's a chance it could do damage for sure. Check out the pi cycle on the CME. Currently shows the bottom late August. Thanks, man. Super chats are open. Please send in those super chats for TA deep dive. I was immaculately conceived. Yes, you were, man. Harmony pumping. Yeah, why is one pumping? It got some news too recently. Look at that thing. Going parabolic, dude. Went from 1.5 cents all the way to 2.5 cents. It's almost up 100%. People are fiending for XRP. What's up with XRP? I saw it in the chat a lot today. Shout out to the XRP army. If you're out there, appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you. And again, I mean, you're looking at the same thing that any blue chip, any big coins is watching the same idea for Bitcoin in this tightness. They had to play some games if they're going to pump this, right? And so they're playing this tight behavior here for BTC. Lifers Saturday nights hit different. They do, man. The last two buttons, the buy cycle called it on a big red weekly candle. We're in a green weekly candle. Does this mean we need a big red candle before the buy cycle calls the bottom? Yes and no. I don't know, you know. Just 3 lifer likes to reach 400 likes tonight. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. So XRP will bang on you to 37 cents from 34. It'll go up 10%. All right. One thing I want to show you, too, is this chart Crypto Love was kind of sharing, and something I want to break down. Something to add to the show. All right. Shout out to, and this is what we try to add to the Discord. So we're looking here, highest selling pressure ever, right? That was our bottom highest selling pressure when we hit this low, right there, right there, right there. That is the highest sell pressure we've almost ever had, and so it's showing you that we're very close to a bottom. Okay, it's like, I mean, like, where are they getting all the sell pressure? You see, so. Buy cycle is never accurate. That's not true, Pac-Man. It's not true. Not true, because I called the top with it. Like, I didn't get out at the top, but I called the top with it, and it was exactly accurate. It was 100% accurate. So I disagree. But again, anything is possible. I'm open-minded. Anything's possible. But so far, it's been about 100% accurate. Yeah. Yeah. You got to long the red candles, man. Every time. Let's look at USTC. Terra Classic will pump with Bitcoin. Trying to gain a little momentum here. And look, this thing has just been tight in a wedge for how long? Look at this. I've been stalking it. Like, literally. First it was here. Right? Then it was there. Then it was there. Then it was there. And then we just kept, like, elongating the stock. And now it's just like, come on. And look, if you pull the fib, it bounced off the 618. It's now dealing with the 0.5. It gets above that. I mean, that's strong. Strong, right? 4 hours still pushing to the upside. No reason why this thing can't continue to get some legs and get it to that next resistance. USTC, man, getting above that POC point of control and holding. It gets above there. It's likely to get to the next point of control pretty fast. I have 154% gains coming out of USTC. Still watching Terra Classic like a hawk, and I'm stalking it. I'm still in the trade. Personally, I'm in the trade. I want to make it really clear. I'm personally in this trade, and I'm still in it. I'm still in it, right? I'm patient. I am patient in my trades. Still so tight in the wedge. So tight. We love it tight. So check that out. Yeah. A swing and a dive deep left. Way back at God. Sail lifer. Shelby coming heading to the upside. Shout out to everybody here who jumped on in. He's all the way back to the green monster. And it's God. Caught by Jimmy O'Leary in the right seat. Seat number 17B. I think he was holding a hot dog and a Pepsi. And he snatched it right out of the sky. That kid has an arm like a gorilla. I'm just... the Pi cycle called the top last April, but moving averages were far apart. And November, 69,000. Exactly. No, did you for real, Nick? Love it, man. Good announcing. Yeah, LOL. When it's tight, I'm stalking, man. You gotta stalk the tightness, man. The stream is tight tonight. It has to be tight. It has to be. But that's it. I mean, that's what it's all about. In dead seriousness, though, like, tight moving averages, tight process. Like, we want to see the 200 and the 21 get really cozy together here. But look at the lack of bearish momentum there. Falling volume with falling price. I'm seeing lack of selling here on USDC. And this thing could go up another massive gain. So, there you go. Everybody, this has been going great. I just bought LUNC. Well, that will go just like this will go. It'll couple. Again, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. You do whatever makes you happy. All right? And look, let's break down a chart for a newbie here. I see the moving averages far apart. I don't like it, but they're getting close. They're beginning to get close again. That's a big deal. Also, this is a crypto handle, right? And what I mean by that is a cup and handle. Savvy cup and handy to the upside on the 4 hour for Lotus C. Can Quan come all the way back and make a hat trick and clean up his act? All right, and Luna C would break up for massive gains. Moving averages are getting tight. 50 crossing the 200. You're seeing movement here. Hidden bullish divergence on this move because you got to swing up to swing up. But here you get swing down to swing down, and that is hidden bullish. Tells you that the trend should continue to the upside for LUNC. 102% gains coming out of LUNC. And the last time Bitcoin was bullish, we traded both of these for massive gains. Like, it was a week ago, I was actually here. It was a Saturday night when I posted USTC. I remember this now. It was 2 weeks ago. And because I had just got to the vineyard to see my mom and dad, and I was spending a week here. And I posted USTC, and then the entire week straight, I would post setup after setup. It would end up going up 560% from the low, and we would hit it for multiple times, like multiple swing trades. It's funny, it's Saturday night. Bitcoin's looking somewhat bullish and getting tight. We're posting USTC. Are we getting deja vu again? Is the 4 hour? It took 2 weeks for the 4 hour to come all the way back down again and reset. Your parents are grapes? What? You're funny, man. Martha's Vineyard? I don't get it. Your parents are grapes. You're so silly. I don't get it. Stupid. You're a grape. Don't call my mom a grape. Don't disrespect my mama. I like grapes. My mom likes grapes. We like to eat grapes. SKEY has low volume, okay? And this thing could do damage, all right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if SKEY just does some serious damage in your face. I'm just... There's no grapes in Martha's Vineyard. Nah. It's not like that, though. I know you being Italian, you're all about, like, squishing the grapes with the bare foot and making the wine, right? I get it. I forgot. Gina Bombina. I should have known. Gina, where's the grapes? Gina, hey. You know, I get it. I completely forgot. Like, I drew a blank, you know. Wine from scratch, all that. Gina from Sicily. Actually, I'm from Northern Italian. I'm from Tuscany. Toscano. So look, possibly making the Adam and Eve double bottom here before it even happened. Scallop. Preemptive would be a... See, to catch things before anyone else sees them is the key to the special sauce. That's what we're all looking for in life, is the special sauce, man. 119% gains possibly coming. And this is just a possible projection. You know, a possible projection. The last one I did was R, and it played out beautifully. But there's no guarantees. But I'd rather be in a trading group, and if a guy had been trading for 15 years was going to give me some possible projections, I would be open to look at them. I think it would open my mind to just being able to see things differently. And I know I could utilize that as a young trader. So I'm an old man. I'm 39. I'm here to help you. If you're young or if you're older than me, but you just want more, you know, access to the charts, access to the data in my head, jump on into the Discord and get that access. I said today it's $3. It's $3.33. It's $99 a month. $3.33 a day. Really, to access my brain and everything I know for the last 15 years of trading. Ain't too shabby, honestly. It's a pretty good deal, if you ask me. You know. Remember someone asking us about Ever yesterday. Everscale. Pumped, and then it seems like it's in a wedge. Have you seen Chico Crypto's latest video on Elon Musk being Satoshi? It's pretty interesting. Hey, it's possible. You never know. I would love to know. I would love if that's true, because if it is, he's never going to sell those last ones that we have. Like, he's just going to, like, you know. And it would make sense. He is waving his finger at the elite sometimes, it seems. You know. Loss is getting tight on the 4 hour. And again, it all depends on what Bitcoin does. But, you know, are we at 21,005 yet? No, still just kind of going sideways. Not a lot, but shoulder head, making that right shoulder now possible. Still kind of falling off, though. Not looking too great. It's not like awesome, you know. Not like the Bulls are in control. Bulls on parade. It's not like Rage Against the Machine right now. I'll tell you that, right? Possibly 73% gains coming out of lossless on my radar a little bit. Keep it down. Why you tell me to keep it down? Keep it down. Wow, XTAG getting super tight. Machinsky on the cross waiting for a cruise. Oh my gosh. You're chasing right, Frankie. You already smooshed that light. Shout out to Frankie G. Hello, Gina. How everyone? Frankie G. Hello. Billy McDonough, Billy Mac Daddy. Vincent Mark, have you seen Chico? No. It's interesting. How long before we know if it breaks to the upside or to the downside? Oh yeah, because I'm just like the crypto guru and everything I say happens immediately. And so like if I tell you, then that's just it. Like, come on, man. Like, why do people ask silly questions like that? You know what I'm saying? How high can JSMY go? I did rewind video, but no info. JSMY go. Wow, I had a nice pennant and it fell out. They went and grabbed the liquidity of the stop loss. So that's why it's better off I just put stops below so you pick your own areas. You get it? Now, this has a measured move out. Yeah, about 0.1759, I'd be looking at it, but I like to take profits earlier. Looking at this support, this wick area would be nice, 0.1614. Figure that out. Do your measured move. Look at your support and resistance and whatever makes you happy. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence for getting into any project, coin, or trade. I thought once it gets to the end of the flag, it has to break up or down. It's true, man, but anything is possible. Okay. When you read real life testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Hit the Discord, read the testimonials, change your life forever, everybody. Everyone, I'm out for the night. I got to start packing and getting ready to get out of here. You're going to see probably a time, one of those cool time lapses showing me breaking down the studio. Everyone, I love you. Have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay focused, stay amazing. See, even at night, we're ready to go. We had a beautiful day today. Looked at the ocean. Spent time with my daughter, my kids, my wife, my mother. I spent time with my wife, my kids, my mother. I don't get to see my mother. I don't live with my mom. I don't see her every day. And my sister lives in New York. I don't see her every day. Her husband's awesome too. So I got to see so many amazing people today. I got to stay so blessed. So many people had a way worse off day than me. I know. Today was a blessed day. We hit massive gains. We woke up to gains. I posted charts that hit for gains. I posted them at 9, then they hit for gains later on during the day. So, shout out to everybody here for holding it down on the super chats. Shout out to all my moderators for coming on every single day, for being here. And everyone, it's just a blessing. I thank you all for helping me run this channel, run the show. Remember, get educated if you haven't taken the course. The course is awesome. I put my heart and soul into that course. I'm telling you right now, it'll blow your mind. Ooh, that's crazy, right? Face on face. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everyone. We're going to jump back in out of the studio here and keep it focused. But everyone, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, from my crew to yours, from here at the studio, from everyone here that helps me create the show and more. We love you all. Cryptolifers over and out. We'll see you on the next live stream. And thank you for your most precious asset, which is your time. We'll see you on the next live. Thank you so much. Be safe. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, Sunday night, for Bitcoin and the weekly candle clue. Now, I'm sitting in a chair, Gina. I can only do the elevator at home at the stand-up desk when I can actually use my knees. I was trying to use the elevator, but I'm in a chair, Gina, so I couldn't really, unless I just fell off the chair. And don't tell me to wear sunscreen. It has cancer causing chemicals that I don't put it in my body, so don't tell me what to do over here. I like looking like this. Get away from me. No, I'm just... But don't tell me what to do ever again for the rest of your life.